Gentlemen, start your engines.
And start their engines they shall. Good evening and thank you, Corey, for that lovely intro here to the SuperCars NZ GTE series brought to you by Manon Racing Products. How are we, mate?
That wasn't me. What are you talking about? No, everything's good here. Good on my end. One of my favourite tracks, Monza. I got out there and had a home. I was miles slower than everybody else, but I anticipated that.
I mean, and as far as being slow, you were probably certainly a lot slower than the man currently at the top of this qualifying board.
Yes, I can assure you it was at least 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's something very wicked about watching that young man go and cut laps, and it's awesome to know that he's got the pedigree behind him to be, was it now inside the top 10 of the fastest iRacers within Australasia?
I'd say so. I'd say he's well there, and he's got plenty of time ahead of him to take advantage of that, and taking advantage of it is
not bad for someone who doesn't even have their driver's license yet.
Wow, he's got the gamer in him,
yeah,
and yeah, that's very, very seeable, and a bit of competition for championship leader Stefan McCartan as well.
Sure is. And I'd just like to mention that we're into round 4 of tonight's this series racing. It's just amazing how quickly we've now got 1/3 of the season done.
Yeah, it goes by so fast. Stefan McCartan, though, he has on 417 points, and sitting in second place is Leith Swinney on 356, and then it's pretty tight. You've got Aaron Goodrick 1 point back, Rydoff Jenkins another 1 point back, Jonathan Turner 1 point back. Well, actually, he's tied with Blake Greenhall, who's not here tonight, but that's fair. Wayne Hartnell, he's another 2 back. Lou Robinson is on the same. It's really tight from second through to, let's say, 11th. Dan Turner is only 22 points.
Wow. That's that's the joy of that's the joy of heat racing and the reverse top 10 grid for the second race. It allows the playing field to remain a lot tighter all the way through. It allows things like our super fast guys to make a few mistakes and maybe not recover. It allows some of those fast guys on the first race to want to try and not make mistakes, which leads to mistakes. There's mistakes all round.
Yeah, mistakes happen. Yeah, but double points, as you say. So there's a 22-minute race and a 33-minute race. And as Doug said before, reverse top 10 for the second race. So 10th is kind of like a winner's spot for race 1, I would call it. But they're not going to have enough fuel for race 2, so they're going to have to stop. And that's the end of qualifying too.
It is. We've got to that one there, and the cars are just going to start getting ready to grid up now. A couple of people jumped in and said g'day there, Corey. We've got Chris Zalewski from Racecraft NZ there. Evening, everyone. Scott Pickering. How's the weather where everyone is? Weather drizzly, a little bit windy.
Oh, I see there's one there from 7th on the grid too.
Yes. We've got Nico Cordia. Hasn't jumped in just yet because he's too busy talking to us. Hey, boys.
Getting a stream live would be what he's doing.
Yeah, I think I can see some notifications popping up on Facebook now, probably for that.
Yeah, we're all live. It's all
there we go. Yep, Nico can confirm you're live, mate. Good. I've just worked out what that annoying noise in my ear that keeps going off. It sounds like someone ringing a little bell, and it's every time someone makes a comment on there.
Oh, is there an annoying ding?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've never had that one before, and I'm going to try and work out how to mute it. It sounds like Corey mucking around with things, you see.
Oh, and no touchy, nothing.
Let's try that one. There we go.
Looks like we got
Evening
19
Jacob
cars.
as well. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
just about to start rolling now, which is good. Be able to get this race underway.
Yeah, Mr. O'Rourke, get back on the horse, son, or in the rather small-looking chassis.
Yeah.
Wee man, wee chassis.
Pretty sure that Porsche safety car got squirrely as it pulled away from them.
Oh, yes, be hammer down. Hammer down, and we'll be definitely looking out for kitty litter on the track tonight, because there's plenty of that around here.
There is, and as we've seen from the debris model, it not only gets dragged onto the track, but it certainly has adverse effects on the cars.
Yeah, get amongst it. Get amongst it, buddy. It'll be good to have you back.
Just remember, Jacob, even the fast guys need someone to pass every once in a while. Go. Great shot by the drone, getting ready for this race to get underway as the safety car pulls in. Waiting for Flagman to do his dance.
Would be Doug's night without some foliage in there as well.
I can certainly make sure we've got some foliage. Flagman missed his opportunity. He just watched them all dawdle on past, but here they go, diving down into turn one.
Someone on the grass, up the wires on the front. I can see that, Christian Jenkins.
There's a few other cars that didn't quite get through there very cleanly as well.
Yeah, may have been a few slowdowns, but Rehan has got it together at the moment as they go through the second chicane.
It is the old Monza there, Jacob, you are right.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm just looking at the comments there. It draws my attention now because every time someone makes a comment it goes bidding in my ear. So looking at Jacob's comment saying this old Monza, and I'm saying yes, this is. Look at them, cars, everywhere, cars. Aaron Goodrick looking racy this evening.
Bit of swervy. I hear a few sorries over the radio as well through that first couple of laps.
So Aaron Goodrick's been able to make the pass on Macca. Macca got back into the draft there, but has he done enough to be able to draw up alongside? Oh, very close.
I do see Shane has done a sneaky on us. He didn't come tonight. He knew what he'd done. but it's only a 15-minute race for the first one, and the second one's only a 25-minute race. So
Oh,
I think that's because of the length of the track. I think it's something that he had worked out. I do remember him mentioning something.
okay.
Yeah, I
Just because
just looked at that up at the
it'll
top corner
generate a
there.
few laps.
Yeah, it just said, 15 minutes. It's okay. Yeah, no, there. That's not 22.
How's this for getting amongst it early on? Oh, a bit of a
Oh,
touch there, maybe under. Whoa! And looks like Nico's waiting there for a wee bit. How long do you wait? How many do you bleed?
that was a fair bit of kitty litter came onto the track there, so that's going to be that's a difficult spot to have it.
So let's have a quick look and work out what's happened with everyone there after nearly 4 minutes of racing. Shows our ups and downs there. And oh, this has gone from bad to worse for these. So like Nico was trying to give the position back to Aaron, and he's nearly piled up through the door on that one. So not too sure. Well, maybe I could have read that wrong out the corner of my eye, but that looks like what's happened there. Couple of early, looks like a couple of early towers and stopping in pit lane there. Steve Darren and Louis Robinson. Let's see if we can find some data on Steve crashing here.
Well, the Jigsaw fleet not having, the BMW fleet at least, not having a too good of a start to this one.
And Steve's jumped back to the pits again, so he had a moment here where he went off track. He's caught a wee bit of a snazzaroony there. Oh, that was
Wait, that wasn't his teammate, was it?
maybe past Louis Robinson. Yeah.
Was it? Oh, Bill.
Wow.
It may have been one of the sorrows I heard over the radio the first couple of laps.
So that happened to Steve, and Louis crashed as well, and then had another wee off-track moment later on. So that data will just be the one of him slowing up for.
Yeah, him getting on the brakes for an accident.
Obeying
a flag. Well done, Louis.
Louis going off track. Oh, now that
Oh,
is a big moment. Ouch. Nice.
Yeah, so again, this season, seeing the rear end of these BMWs getting a little bit out of control. They're normally a pretty stable car to drive. And that is, that's buggered.
That's one way to throw around $500,000 in a short distance.
Yeah, across the track. Is that the kitty litter that has been tossed out onto that corner has caused that? Because there is quite a bit every time I've looked there.
I'd say that was what he's dragged through there, to be fair.
Well, there was a lot there.
Yes.
That's where the Nico and Aaron accident happened. And there was a lot of kitty litter thrown on there. Then, I did notice when in practice driving around, there was a lot of kitty litter out on the track.
It's Heath Mahone making a himself into the top 10 position there, passing Mr. Kilgour.
Yeah, effective pole for race 2 at the moment.
There's Jonathan Turner and Andy Uden battling it out. Oh, Lee Swanee round the wrong way there. See if we can catch what happened there. So
This is a case of
down
all
into a
by
scar.
myself.
Yeah. Oh. He's managed to lift off the brake there to allow getting through.
Oh, there's somebody there going through the chicane too. So that orange, was that Aaron going straight through that chicane there?
It wasn't these guys. No, it was Matthew Gerard.
There we go. I see an orange car.
So this will tell the tale on what happened with him. Oh, it looks like he's got damage there on that front right. Just doesn't seem to be on the right angle. It seems very tucked under itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually.
It's got the Speedway mod.
Yeah, there's a few cars out there sporting a little bit of damage.
Up the front here though, nearly 10 minutes gone by, and we haven't really spoken about them much at all. Rehan and Stefan. Stefan close, but not quite just enough yet to make a pass. Can you see what the boys have got as far as fuel number for tonight? If that's been altered or changed at all by Shane, as seeing there was a couple of other sneaky ones here.
Yeah, 29.1 litres, so not much. And to answer Scotty's question, 24 degrees, so yeah, it's nice and cool.
Okay. So has Stefan got enough in to close in under draft? A bit, but not quite enough. Following a great line, but Rehan just managing to defend nicely going through there. He's certainly racing with a bit of thought, with a bit of defence. Is this enough here? Oh, he's defended that one again. How much space will he allow for around the outside?
Big incident. James
and
Bill.
Saw that jump up. I'll have a look at that in a minute. These two guns are blazing. Stefan maybe now got the run overlap happening. Great bit of driving. So now he's got the inside run coming into here. Wonder if Rehan backs out a little bit and then takes a tighter, aggressive turn in. And nice pass all round there by Stefan. It might not be over Red Rover just yet.
No, I'm sure Rehan is going to fight back here too. He's going to have a little bit of draft coming down this front straight as well. I see a flagman gets his flag out this one. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Next time by, I'd say, will be white flag. So this is going to be a really close finish. Stefan covering off on the inside. If Rehan can stay, going to get there. Oh.
So maybe that's not the corner to do it on. So have a think again next time. It might be better just to stick him behind and get closer under the draft for making a bit of a bomb down into this corner here. But we have got the back straight to follow. And while that's coming up, let's have a quick look at what happened with Bill and James. So there's James. Bill, is it just under brakes, is it?
Oh, something's happened.
Oh, there we go. So Bill driving the Ferrari's just managed to be being caught out there. Those two drawing up alongside each other again just before. What kind of run can Rehan get in through here? Close it in now.
Stefan got a good run out of that corner.
He did, and he was pushing very hard as well.
He's already covering off the inside. Good run here.
Can he hold him tight though? Can he squeeze him over that side more? Not to be played out just yet.
Did we get white flag?
45 seconds to go.
Yes, he's out.
No, not showing us on that one. That's okay. Good with that.
Oh, it's good that little fix worked.
Do better with the cameras there, Doug. People don't need to see the trees.
Oh, says no one ever.
Right, so this is probably going to be Rehan's last chance at making a move. Stefan knows it as well. How keen can Rehan be on the brakes?
Yep, it's this corner. Wow, I forgot
Tuck it in. Power out. Run it wide. Great run to the line for both of them. That was fantastic racing as Rehan draws up alongside to say well done. McNamara across the line in third. We didn't even touch on him through that whole race. He started in third and finishes third.
Yeah, he just raced a race by himself, I think, which is probably safe for everybody.
Yep, that's good. Andy Uden across the line in fourth, up four. Wayne Hartnell up six to finish fifth. JT up three to finish in sixth. Lee Swinney down one, finished seventh. Phil Carpenter, great run, up four to finish eighth. Nico Cordia down two to finish in ninth. And Heath Mahone up three into the top 10 will be our top 10 reverse grid leader for the second race. Aaron Goodrock, bit of a bad performance, down 7, finished outside the top 10 there in 11th. Dane Northdurf didn't catch him, but he managed to finish up 4 spots to finish in 12th. Dan Turner up 7 spots there to finish 13th. Matt Gerard, biggest loser of the race there, unfortunately, down 9 to finish 14th on the grid. Rodolph Jenkins started 15 finished in 15th. Louis Robinson managed to make up 3 spots that race to finish 16th. James McKenzie, another one down quite a few spots, started in 10th, finished 17th. Bill Kilgour there, down 1 from where he started. Steve Darren had a poor beginnings, getting turned around there. He finished down, he didn't actually even finish that race, sorry. He only managed to complete 2 laps of the race, but finished down 5 grid spots to finish there in 19th spot. As all the races have now crossed the line, and we go into 5-minute warm-up.
Yeah, good time to jump in and thank our weekly sponsor, Volk Auto Electrical, family-owned business, which is in Helensville in Auckland, and he's been running since 2021. Does a passion for working on classic cars, hot rods, and race cars of all kinds, and also stocking Battery Town batteries. So out there, and they're in Mill Road, out in Helensville. So yeah, thanks Tim and the team at Bulk Auto Electrical for being one of our weekly sponsors.
It is very cool jumping onto his page and seeing some of the really cool jobs that he's been working on. I've certainly enjoyed looking at the was it the like a 45 Ford or something?
Yeah, that was very cool.
That night was it sort of like a it's hard. It's more of a goldy sort of colour, wasn't it? A bronzy goldy sort of looking thing.
I can't even think of the colour now. Thanks.
It was cool, whatever it was. They're black. Just making up colours. I like how you were going off to Facebook though to have a look, to be able to verify though. Thank you.
No. I'm currently trying to do something unrelated.
It's been a week of weeks this week, hasn't it, Corey?
It has, yes, it has been one of those weeks. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it'll let me keep that in there, but link in, there's a link in the description. Sorry, link in the chat, but I posted it from my account, so I probably didn't post the link. It'll get wiped out. Right, I'm back on the earth.
There we go.
What are we, 3 minutes?
The broadcasting lounge, linking to Bulk Auto Electrical.
Yeah, I posted it from my YouTube and it didn't post, so I had to go back. And yeah, looking a little bit further forward to next week. Oh no. I think I normally have that somewhere where I get to it easily.
Should just be in the chat here.
No, I've got it. I've got it. It's just when yeah, never mind. So yeah, the V8's heading to Donington Tuesday night, so that should be a good bit of fun. Always a popular track. And we're off to Road Atlanta next week in the GTE, so make sure you catch us on the Broadcasting Lounge YouTube or Facebook. We're there every Tuesday and every Thursday.
I'll be there for the for Donington in the V8s, and I'll do my best to tune into the live stream while I'm doing night shift on Thursday night.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you got time at work to tune in. I'm sure there's got to be other people out there doing exactly the same thing on a bit of night shift, or they're doing a little bit of work.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, I'm just sitting at home and my computer's not pumping out enough heat to warm me up. I think I need a smaller room.
Just turn your fans off.
Oh, I can hear it, but I've got my beanie on and then my headphones over my beanie, so I'm waiting till 9 o'clock and then I'll turn the heat pump on.
Nice. Well, that's 3 minutes away. it's not quite the same as a Tuesday night. It didn't quite link up the same as normal. But that is
I
warm
think
up
it
finished.
was last week. It worked out perfect.
It did.
But it was the 22 minutes. So yeah, you're right. Another 3 minutes of racing, and
Exactly.
it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
So Shane, just
stuff
looking
you,
forward to
Shane. You've
just think
made your
about
mate
others,
cold.
mate.
Yeah, and stopped him from putting on his washing.
Not tonight.
Domestic chores.
Flag that tonight. I just yeah, gonna join everybody and have a holiday tomorrow.
Yep. Very good.
Of course, it is Easter. If you're out there going anywhere, I hope you're safe.
Yeah.
And there's
Take it
some
easy on
major
the roads.
shitty weather in the North Island there as well. So
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, definitely take it easy on the roads. There's no stress for concern to be 2 minutes early for a forever time of being late. It's just not worth it.
So Heath Mahone starting off pole for this one. Nico Cordia in second. Phil Carpenter third. Lee Swinney alongside him on row 2. Row 3, Jonathan Turner, Wayne Hartnell. Row 4, Andy Uden, Sean McNamara. And row 5, Rehan Liage, Stefan McCartan. Row 6, Aaron Goodrick, Dan Turner. Then we've got Matthew Gerard, Kristen Jenkins, Lou Robinson, and James McKenzie and Bill Kilgour rounding out the field for this second race tonight.
Did you call him Lou Robinson?
Oh, yeah, sorry, don't bring that up. Louis, sorry, mate. I'll call it just Rippy. I'm going to change his name just to Rippy, I think.
Just Rippy.
Just Rippy.
Just Rippy.
It's just easier.
Hey, for the amount of times he rips us out, I think he can live with that.
Well, of course, if we are getting your name wrong, then definitely let us know, because if you don't tell us, we don't know. Yeah. And I know Louis has told me, but it's hard. You try and remember everybody's names.
I don't. I can't. That's why it's on a list. Right. They are about ready to go, and we are about ready to watch.
Heat pump's about turning on.
There we go.
Pole cam.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
My screen.
Here comes Nico.
Yeah, Heath just as he buttoned off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, watch out.
Somebody is coming through.
Oh!
Phil Carpenter has come a cropper there too. And again, the kitty litter is a flying.
Oh. Goodness me.
That's better on Wayne Hartnell's boot here, looking back. Stephen McCartan, he's already up 4 spots, and Rehan is right behind him.
Yeah, and obviously this race being 25 minutes long, 10 minutes longer, and you said the boys only had 29.1 litres of fuel. I would have said they would have been pretty close to being near empty at the end of that last one. So we'll definitely be seeing some cars coming in for a short stop. I imagine not for too much longer than about 4 or 5 seconds, really, to be fair. So they doubt they'll be wanting to take any tyres. Just get in there, get done, take that splash of gas, and get back into it.
Yeah, that little splash of gas, and you see it's at a Ford GT, the Misfits one. James McKenzie in the background of that shot. He's just taken to the sand. Somebody else there behind, going through the sand as well.
Bill looking a bit roughed up there as well, but here we go. This is yeah, Phil Carpenter not not having a good one and having to come through the pits. We'll be able to catch all the replays on that soon.
We've got a no moniker in the chat.
I don't think you can just read it like that. Can you give it the energy that it deserves, Corey?
No moniker.
Yeah, perfect.
With it, Monica. Right, I tried.
That was great.
Yeah.
One of the best movies of all times.
Bill's had a great start to this race, up 7 spots into P11.
Yeah.
And Stefan up 6 spots into P4. And Rehan, he's only made his way up 1 spot, so maybe a little mistake there. And he's dropped back a couple because he was up 3 or 4 spots.
He was. I think he's just been playing it careful around the other boys, ducking and diving. Maybe taking the opportunity not to get too involved too soon, risk having another bomb out like last week, and saving a wee bit of that fuel that's needed for going through to the end. One man who's certainly not slowing down on wanting to get the charge through to the front done though is Stefan, as he closes in on our last 2 boys there at the front.
Hey, give me a minute there, Doug.
All good. While the charge is happening, let's have a look and see if we can find the data there.
Yeah, so an extra 10 minutes. It doesn't seem like much, but it makes quite a bit when you've only got 26.1 litres of fuel.
Oh, 26.1.
Yeah,
Oh,
not much.
I thought it was 29.1. I was saying that's a whole couple other laps less.
Oh, yeah, no, 29.1, sorry.
Oh, there we go. So there's Rehan's made a nice move there now, just to be able to get past Matt Gerard, who's certainly by no easy feat, an easy person to get by, but Matt's actually taking the opportunity to come into pit lane. I don't know if he's picked up any damage, but this might just be him saying, I had enough for 20 minutes of racing, I've done my first 5. Let's get in and see what he does. 6, 7, actually quite a lot longer on fuel than what I thought they were going to be. Unless he was, surely he wasn't speeding coming in. Changing some tyres, maybe he's left them on. It's interesting. 20 seconds there so far for Matt sitting there in pit lane. Let's have a look and see what else is happening.
Oh, that a wall? Yep.
Rehan now gone past another couple of boys and has gone up to 5th spot. Stefan's managed to swing past Leith as we saw Heath Mahone dragging some soils back onto the track.
He soiled the track.
And Rehan's managed to get by him during that fault there. So we'll go have a quick look back at the start and see what happened to a few of our drivers. One in particular I want to see, Sean McNamara had an off moment and dropped back down to about P17, and he's sitting down in 13th spot there now, down 5 from where he started. So let's have a look at Sean. Oh, was an unfortunate tangle if I've seen anything.
It's like the other car had a anti-plow force field around it. Sean hit it, and he got reverse
Yeah.
plow. Maybe
Reverse plowed. Oh, look. Oh. So. Ah. Oh.
it's hard not to give it a tap when it's spinning around the front of you. A few
Yeah.
other cars getting off the road to avoid any contact as well.
That's it. I think Dan Turner didn't recover too well from that one. Just kick. Oh. Oh. And then,
So James McKenzie, was he who cut his face off there?
yeah, so just saying this wasn't when we saw James McKenzie off into the sand trap after that. I don't think it was. Actually, yes it was. So that was where you called that one. Dumping an amount of kitty litter onto the outer reaches of that corner. So Dan had that on the first one, and then he's had another one on lap 3 as well. Hang on a moment. Oh, Alte. He's doing what Scott said, just skip the first corner and then take the slowdown penalty. And there's the Heath Mahone going off around the next corner, which allowed Rehan to get by him. And that's all the significant issues and crashes so far.
Ooh. Yep, off goes the beanie. It's you're a bit louder now.
Oh, whisper.
So yep, Stefan McCartan has taken control of this one. So that's him up 9 spots into P1. And he's opened up a 3-second gap over Nico Cordier, or 2.5, already. And he has got, Nico Cordier has got Rehan in his mirrors. Actually, yes?
He won't now.
No. No, he says, I'll take that fuel. Lee Swinney just hanging on the back here for the ride.
Yeah, drag me forward.
Yeah, it's just how much later Rehan's braking was.
Oh, and then just look at how much more precise he's managed to link through that first chicane and just get onto the power and stretch that gap out. Leith's benefit at the moment is he's still just managing to sit close enough to the draft zone that he's getting dragged back forward with him, but now he's pushed out to over a second out, so that won't be engaged any further.
Yeah, keep the momentum up around Lesmo 1 and into Lesmo 2. It's a little bit tricky, a little bit tighter.
Yeah. And that gap margin just keeps depleting little by little, but it is the little by littles that matter. And if we look back at how quick young Rehan did his qualifying lap here, he certainly knows where to capitalise off those little by littles. So he'll be got his eyes pointed forward now, seeing if he can close that gap down to Stefan, and what kind of margin there will be with the crossover going into the pits as well. I imagine Rehan will probably want to try and close the timing gap distance a little bit more before coming in, or at least react close enough to Stefan and come in at the same time. So here's
it's
Nico.
just working out the right time, isn't it? It's we were talking about it last night, Tuesday night, me and Shane, and you know, it's the playing the will I go before him? If I go, do I go with him? Do I stay out? You've got so many variants in it.
Yep. So many ways to be able to look at how to play that one. Ooh. Got caught out looking in the mirror there for a second, I think, right off, and just turned in a little bit too early, too soon.
Phil Kilgar, he's the only driver in the double digits with the rises through the field up 12 spots into the top 10 into P6. So he is hauling tonight.
Yep.
A few cars behind obviously have pitted.
These two having a pretty good battle, and Sean getting locked onto the back of this one now. And right off Jenkins off into pit lane.
Yeah, good way to get yourself out of traffic, and possibly get a little bit of an undercut on Sean and come out in front. We will see soon enough.
Yeah, there's Nico just gone by, and here's Leith. So Nico was the one who had been leading the race. He's come out 4 seconds ahead of Leith. Oh, just saw the end of Heath Mahone's car getting flicked around. Well, not flicked around, jumping around a wee bit. Sean putting the pressure on himself and Heath.
Your Sean and your mirrors is pressure, because you just don't know.
That's my name, that name again is Mr. Clown.
And how close was it?
That's fairly close. There may have been a little bit of a touch there, a little bit of a how's your father on the way past.
I don't think Heath thought that he was going to be gamey enough to try and do it. Here's the lead cars all going in, and Stefan was in and out in 8.85 seconds. Rehan following him at 8.2. Here comes Nico. And we've got lap traffic just ahead of those boys there. So Nico right on the back of young Rehan there. Probably not for too much longer. And that gap from Rehan to Stefan is sitting at 3.3 seconds. And just a little bit less than 9 minutes of racing to go.
Yeah, it goes by so fast.
Yes. That probably works out. The boys have probably got about four laps remaining. So everyone's come through and done their stops now. So
Apart from me.
yeah, leading the race, Stephen McCartane. Over Rehan Lianagay.
Well, if I start the race now, I'll get it done in one stop.
Oh, perfect. Nico Cordia in third.
Yeah, I bet he's listening to us. Give us a flash.
Yeah. Any flash? No flash, Nico? Can't see you now.
Oh, delay.
Lee Swinney. He's in fourth there. Aaron Goodrock. That's a good comeback from him for the second race. Currently up 6 spots into position number 5.
Right. He's just started a lap, so watch. Go to Sean.
Okay.
And Sean, can you talk us through the rest of this lap?
There's a track. There's shit all over the track.
There's lots of stuff on the track.
How you finding Monza, mate?
I'm all right. Just people in that racing that don't know how to drive, basically. That's probably half of the field. Yeah. Basically that.
Not the old bugger in front of you, though. Up 10 spots is Bill, and he's having a great race. Do you keep out of his way?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to ruin Bill's race. Look after Bill. But yeah, it's just all the gear and no idea, half these drivers.
There was an unfortunate bit of a tag there from you at the start, so you're on the recovery run. I thought the second race might have been a good race for you to test the limits of some others around you, but testing them will surely be.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. You got to go back and look at it rather than think it's all his fault. I'll go back and have a look, and no doubt I could have probably left some more room. Maybe, I don't know. That's racing, though, isn't it?
We had a look at it. We looked at it from above, and you'll be able to see. There's.
We've decided to give you a black flag.
on the last.
It wouldn't be on the first one. Geez, that Porsche's got me.
Yeah, we thought if we distracted you, we might give some of these other drivers a chance.
Not today, son.
Left a little bit of room. Well, yeah, I've got the incident points coming up, so got 10 already out of the 17, so we'll see how many more I can get before the end, eh?
You're almost at the top of the list.
Yeah, well, there's definitely 4 there that I didn't really have a part to play in.
No. I see there's data
We've
just
got
popped
Gerard
up there.
on.
Yeah, Heath Mahone and Matt Gerard crashing out again. That's it's been a bit of a piggy race for quite a few people. You're certainly not alone. People who we expected to be a bit closer up the front have not had that story written for them this evening.
Yeah, it was a good start by Matt Gerard too, flying past me on the outside. I thought, oh, well done to him. I definitely don't poo-poo a good start like that. So I was looking forward to racing Aaron and Leaf, to be honest, but that was sort of taken away.
Well, I think Aaron bombed the first corner, didn't he? And
he did. He missed everyone.
The leaders, yeah.
But I think it was his rejoin that made it 3 wide, and basically it was part to play in my off on lap one. But that's no fault of his again, other than he needs to get back on track, and he did safely. So
yeah, and
racing gods, eh?
There was a bit of congestion, and I think there was a few events that happened around that time and after that was probably all related, but that's a it is, as you said, it's the joys of racing. If we could write the
Yeah, I
story
think
perfectly and put us down for a win, we would, but what enjoyment would we get from it if we could cheat our way through it all the time?
that's it. Oh, did I cut that too much? Got another one.
All right, we'll let you carry on, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, boys, have a good call. Enjoy the rest of the race.
Yeah, there'll only be a couple of laps left. You'll be happy to know.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, it's not a 33-minute banger like the boys are used to, and so a shortened first and a shortened second heat race, care of Shane White.
Chuck you.
Good on him.
Cool. All right, mate. Hey, thanks for the chit chat, and enjoy your last couple of laps of the race. See if you can catch Bill.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
See ya.
It's looking like the championship leader is going to get the double win tonight, though, I think, and he's going to extend that lead. And that 9 spots behind, though, I'm intrigued to check out the points after this to see
Yes.
how much of a change there is.
Rehan's managed to knock a second out over the last those last few minutes that we caught in, but I don't think he's going to be able to shrink a 2-second gap margin down with only a couple of laps to go.
If he was chasing one of us, be no problem at all.
I'd be throwing the seconds back to him like using one of those automatic money guns.
He's like a bot set on expert.
You know, I heard the AI cars have been learning off him.
Oh, okay. I heard that he wants the AR car, so...
The benchmark. When you set it to expert, they're all just called Rehan.
Yeah, well, he's putting the challenge out there for Stefan.
It's been good to watch the two of them, to be fair, and it's nice for Stefan to have someone to be able to challenge him from time to time, because realistically, if he wasn't here, there wouldn't be a 2-second gap margin, most likely, and the next cars behind him would be the normal trend of being about 8 to 12 seconds odd behind, and we know Stefan's a bit of a freak. Rehan's one of them too.
Yeah, as you can see, they stick together.
Well, I mean, you look at the lap time there. So last lap for Stefan 44.4 and Rehan a 44.1. So he is actually making that little margins still here and there. Maybe if it was one of our 33-minute races, he'd be all over him. Closest man on field to possibly be able to take a car, and certainly rolling in on that towards the last lap as we have gone past the 25-minute marker. Sean McNamara following teammate Bill Kilgour into the final lap. Isn't there got Jonathan Turner in behind, in just ahead of them. So we'll see what can happen. Bill not wanting to give that run away by any mean feat. This will be interesting. Bill just rolling out of that.
Oh, what a curve.
Oh! Unfortunate wee turnaround there for Bill. How much damage has he picked up? A bit. And the wibble wobble down towards the line. But there it is. Stephen McCartane, first spot, second race as well. Rehan coming home in second. Nico across line in third over Leith Swinney fourth. Aaron Goodrick been and come and gone. Fifth spot. Andy Uden there in sixth. Jonathan Turner seventh spot. Sean across the line finished in eighth where he started the race. Rodolph Jenkins up 6 spots to finish in 9. Louis Robertson another one up 6 spots to finish in 10th. Great run by those boys. Wayne Hartnell down 5 to spot 11. Bill just managing to limp across the line, finishing in 12th. Unfortunate end for him. He was doing really well there. And Dan Turner finished the race P13 over Matt Gerard, who was down in 14th. And a few drivers not finishing the last race. Heath Mahone, James McKenzie, laps 9 and 3 for those guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, Team West burnouts all round as per usual.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah, you could have a chat to Nico. He's in the waiting room.
Yeah, we'll drag him in. And here he goes, the man who finished third tonight in the feature race, Nico Cordia. How are we?
Howdy, boys. Yeah, P3. I'm pretty stoked with that. I didn't think I was gonna get to the podium after my pit stop, and then having to save fuel on the last 3 laps.
Wow. So there we go. So that might cover off Scott Pickering's question. He was wondering if Stefan had eased up to try and get to the clock down to the 25 minutes to try and avoid having to do another lap, but it might have just been that they were needing to save that fuel to get through to the end.
Yeah, because I didn't take any margin in my pit stop, so I thought I would be safe, and then with 3 laps to go, it shows I've got I'm almost a litre of fuel short. So
Whoa.
I had to start saving, and getting the track out on turn 1 didn't help as well.
Yep.
But it was a mega race. Gotta apologize to old AA Ron for the unfortunate bump that I gave him in on lap 2 of race 1. Was on for a mega battle between him, myself, and Matthew, and then I just unfortunately locked up and gave him a wee bump into the kitty litter.
We saw the wee bump. And it looked like you were then trying to let that one come back, and it looked like you came unstuck or befouled yourself, maybe trying to get the position back to him later on.
I did, yeah. It didn't go my way, unfortunately. But
did he not realise you were trying to, and you caught the edge of the grass while trying to let him go by, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think that might have been what happened there. But hey, I tried to give the position back, and then I thought I'll just carry on, and we might battle up later on in the race. Didn't seem like he had massive amount of damage, luckily. I was down a couple Ks on the straight.
Yeah.
And work is hopefully settling down in the next couple of weeks, and then I can be back to my normal routine of putting in a good old 40-50 lapper before the race, getting my setup really in tune, and getting some practice in on the track.
Nice.
It's not like we don't know the tracks. We've been here so many times. We know them like the back of our hands.
I was going to say, how hard is it to get a couple of right-hand corners wrong, Nico?
Definitely not. But me being me, I love putting in my practice, getting that setup just 100% spot on. And just unfortunately had to jump in with 30 minutes of practice remaining and get some laps in.
It's a funny one, old Monza, isn't it? It's like I said, it's a track where there are mostly only right-hand corners. How wrong it can go when you come in, or
when you
assuming
come
it should
unstuck.
go well, or you just lapse a little bit of
Yeah.
concentration, and as soon as you drop
And
off a few seconds, there's just no way of getting them back.
oh no, definitely not. And the hardest corner for me on this entire track, turn one.
Hmm.
It is actually, I think it's not the hardest corner on track, but for me personally, it just is the hardest corner on track. But hey, big ups to Stefan coming back from the back to win the race. I was just happy to get P3, man. It's still a long way to go in the championship, so I'll grab whatever points I can.
Very well done. Sorry, excuse my yawns. It's been one of those weeks. I wonder,
Oh,
Corey.
I feel you.
I wonder, Corey, did you have an update on the points schedule just yet?
I could check it out if I can.
Because there
Stand
was
by,
a
caller.
few people who were only really separated by 1 or 2 points within inside the top 10 of the championship. It'd be
It was
interesting.
20 points
Interesting.
covered ninth. It's ninth down to second, I think.
9th to 2nd was only 20 points difference.
Yeah, something
Wow.
like that.
And
Right, there we go.
there's
So obviously Stefan has kept that lead. He's out on 557 points. Excuse me. Okay, then we've got Leaf Swinney on 478. Sean McNamara 472. Jonathan Turner 471. Aaron Goodrick 470. Wayne Hartnell 466. Rydoff Jenkins 461. Louis Robinson 456. Daniel Turner 436. Bill Kilgour 434. James McKenzie 415. So they're all fairly close still, and
Yeah.
that's down to 11th position.
wow.
Phil Carpenter in 12th, and Nico Cordia, you're in 13th.
Yeah, because I missed a couple of rounds and
You have, yes. So they
yeah,
will
unfortunate.
still to play out will be the drop rounds at the at the end of the season tally up. So
Yeah, that's for sure. That's why I'm giving it 110% every round.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Just
and
out of
it's
just
just
why I'm looking here at
Yeah.
the points. So Rehan Lenege, he's raced in 4 races, so 2 last week, 2 tonight, and he's accumulated 261 points.
wow.
Nice.
That's it's a lot in there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for sure. He's quick. That's for sure.
Very quick, and even more humbling as well as the fact that we heard from his old man, and you might have seen it in the comments from last week, was his first time driving a GTE car.
Wow.
And that was at Suzuka
Crazy.
in that vehicle, and they were still, they worked on a bit of a setup the night before, and they were still making tweaks on race day, and then he's come out and done it again here tonight, and that's him for the school holidays. So we might see a return of the Rehan for another couple of invites later on in the season as the next school holidays round up. But what a true talent from a young fella, eh?
Oh, that definitely is.
And good to be able to spice up the competition here for you boys, and have another person to watch as they go by. But that's been awesome result from you, Nico, and certainly wish you the best of luck moving forward throughout the rest of the season with all your racing. It's certainly not easy when we throw the reverse top 10 gridding at people. I think it puts people a bit more on that knife edge, wanting to capitalise on those sort of bonusly earned points from spinning the top 10 round.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look, thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's I must say when I was after the incident in race 1, I thought to myself, oh, I'm gonna start very far back, which means I'm gonna have to push extra harder to get just some additional points, and then right at the end, I can't remember who it was, someone in another Corvette that I passed, and he went wide on the final corner. I got past and I got P9.
Yep.
So yeah, I was super stoked with that.
I think that was that Heath or
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it was Heath. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just made it past, and was happy enough, fortunate enough to start on the front row. for race 2.
And it's always good when we have some of the it's interesting what's having that bit of reprieve. Some of the faster drivers who have a bit of an early incident in race 1, and then they find themselves finishing around mid pack and straight up to the front of it for the second race. It's like adding that cheat code of speed, and how long can you hang on to it for before you get hunted down.
Yeah, definitely. No, that was awesome.
Anyone you want to shout out, mate?
Oh, just to the team, Gamma Play Sport, for the ongoing support, and the missus for ongoing support with my sim racing. That just was the best. And obviously, just after the news that I heard on Tuesday, my thoughts and prayers go out to Balaki and the family. Yeah, that's heartbreaking, but yeah, all the best to them and the family.
Yeah, and if you do want to support Blake and his family, there is a link in the description to the Harbour Hospice. He has asked in lieu of flowers that anybody can make a donation. They made the last sort of wee bit of Brooke's life, and the family as best they could. They looked after them really well, and he would love to show them some support. So, if anybody can, please drop in anything into that link in the description. It'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I can echo what Nico said. Our thoughts are with Blake and his family as well.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for that, Corey, and thank you for re-mentioning that one there as well, mate. It's certainly shouldn't go unmentioned, and yeah, if there is anyone out there that wants to show their support for a fellow sim racer who's going through an incredibly tough time with their family, please add what you can into that one. Be greatly appreciated.
And of
Nico?
course, we can't forget Tim Volk at Volk Electrical too, for his weekly sponsor this week.
Yeah.
They have the weekly sponsor money has just gone straight into it, and SuperCars NZ have matched that as well, so $100 heading over there. And I heard some of the other boys say that they donated as well, and we're all there for our mate and in a time of need, and he knows that, and he's definitely feeling it, and appreciating the love from everybody too.
100%. Cool. All right, we will we'll leave it there. Nico, once again, great racing tonight, and we look forward to catching you again next week on your charge up through the standings.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, boys. Thank you, and yeah, great night. Thanks for streaming, and as always, thanks to the Broadcasting Lounge and SuperCars NZ for everything they do for the community. That definitely is much appreciated by not just off me, but I can guarantee you by everyone. Thank you very much, boys.
Cheers.
Well, mate.
And only one left to thank from all of that is Manon Racing Products, MRP, for being our main season sponsor for the GTE series, and we certainly love having Barry on board with us looking after that one. And a big thank you to
a special race coming up too.
Yes.
Yeah, for round 11, I believe. Is it round 11?
I think that's what we said.
Now, I'm just that's the number that came into my head, so it could be wrong, but a special endurance race going to be taking place. You got any information about that, Doug?
No, nothing further to my knowledge on that one, unfortunately. But we will. It won't be too far away before we advertise bits and pieces happening in and around that one.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can catch us guys live on Tuesday, Donington Park for the V8s, and also then again Thursday we head off to Road Atlanta and the GTEs. So 100%. We look forward to seeing you boys and girls out there talking crap at us in the comments next week. And
make sure you go and check on your Anzac liveries as well, boys. There'll be a reminder going out on that one as well. Anzac liveries for building into the week of Anzac Day, which falls next Friday. Yeah, there will be a post going up into the community. It was
I was going to do it today, and I just slipped my mind. But thank you for reminding me. Yeah, there is going to be a prize. So I think we settled on $100 worth of prize, but part of
Yes.
it gets donated to your local RSA, and you
Yes.
get a score yourself. All you got to do is put on an Anzac flavoured livery for Tuesday or Thursday night. So either in the V8s or in GTE or both. I guess
100%.
that gets you double
Yep.
entries. And then, yeah, we'll be checking out all your cars on the streams. And I guess what the plan would be, we'll screenshot them and put them up in the community.
Yep.
And we'll see where it goes from there, I think.
That's the one. That sounds perfect. Well, thank you very much, Corey. It's been an absolute pleasure working alongside you on this Thursday evening, building into what should be an awesome Easter weekend. Take it again, folks. Please be careful out there if you're travelling away for the long weekend holidays. Certainly wouldn't want to have any further bad news coming through from any of our fellow friends in the sim racing community. SuperCars NZ, thank you, iRacing, the Broadcasting Lounge, and thank you to New Zealand Sim Racing TV for having us on board with them as well for the stream. Again, Corey, thank you. Shane, stuff you. Have a good evening.
Yeah, Shane. Yeah, Shane. Why? Shane.